Hi all, welcome back to Oops with C++ session 51. In previous session we have discussed about introduction to operator overloading, why the operator overloading is required, and there we have seen the existing operators are not compatible with user defined data types, so because of that reason we have to go for operator overloading. In today's session we will see how to overload the binary operators. So what is the syntaxes we have to follow? Okay, so now for this, so as you people know, binary operator means binary means two, means binary operator means it will work on two operands at the same time. When I say obj1 plus obj2, so obj1 is one operand and obj2 is another operand. Okay, so the inbuilt operators example for binary is a plus, minus, a division, multiplication, equals to, or equals, less than or equal, greater than or equals to, not equals to, plus equals to, minus equals to arrow. So these are the inbuilt operators presents which we can overload by using operator overloading method. Okay, so these binary operators can be overloaded in two different ways. One is by making this binary operator overload function as a member function of a class, or by making the operator overloaded function as global function. Okay, so why it is called as operator overloading? Because we are giving additional load to the operator, that's why it is operator overload. Okay, so when binary operator is overloaded as a member function of a class, it will take only one argument. So you know that when we are invoking any member function, what we need is we need one object, and which is going to invoke the binary operator, so any member function. So if you want to invoke any member function, you need object dot and that function name, and in the that arguments we are passing, right? So whenever you are using binary operator as a member function, it will take one argument, and that argument will be right hand side operand. So say for example, if you have obj1 plus obj2, then obj2 will be the argument to that function, and obj1 will be the invoking object of this method, operator method. So in the same way, when we are overloading binary operator as a global function, then it will take two arguments, because global functions need not to be invoked with the help of any object. So both left and the right hand side operands will become arguments to that function. Okay, so then what is the syntax of this operator overloading function? So it is like a normal function only. You will be having a return type, but only thing is function name will be always starts with operator, and the symbol whatever we are discussing here, that is the operator which you are going to overload. So it is operator keyword and it is an operator to be overloaded. If you want to overload a plus operator, then operator plus will be your function name. If you are overloading minus operator, then operator minus will be your function. If you are overloading equals to operator, then operator equals to will be the your function name. Okay, so now how we can overload operator binary operator by using member function. So when you are overloading it, how it will be internally treated by the compiler. So for example, now when you have my class obj1, obj2, obj3, here I am doing a task like obj3 equals to obj1 plus obj2. Here I want to add obj1 contents with obj2, and the sum value I have to copy to obj3. So in this case, when you are writing like this, the compiler will try to generate a candidate functions like this. So it will try to do something like this: obj3 equals to obj1 dot operator plus of obj2. It will try to look for this operator plus function. So if it is available as a member function, then this statement will be converted as like this: obj3 equals to obj1 dot operator plus of obj2. So because if plus is there, then operator plus function it will look. So then this will be the invoking object of that function. Means invoking object of that function means, so the even this operator plus operator overloaded functions will also be having the this pointer. So this pointer will holds to obj1, and right side operand, that is obj2, will be the argument to this function. So in the same way, when you are overloading this operator function as a global function, then what it will do, how it will be converted, how the compiler will treat it as. So in this statement obj3 equals to obj1 plus obj2, so then the compiler will convert this statement as obj3 equals to operator plus, and both obj1 and obj2 both will be arguments to this function. So because obj3 is obj1 and obj2 both are arguments, and since it is a global function, it's not a member function, you need not to have any object to be invoked. This one you can directly call like this without object. So both the arguments will be both the operands will be arguments to this function. So like this you can overload binary operator as a member function as well as the global function. Okay, here I have taken example for plus, same thing applicable for minus, equals to, equals to. Okay, less than, greater than, or equals to, all for all the binary operators. Okay, so quickly summarize the points we have discussed till now. So that is, binary operators can be overloaded as a member function of a class, or it can be overloaded as a global function of a class. So as a member function, operator overloaded functions will take right hand operand as an argument to that function, and always the left hand side operand will be the invoking object of the class. Say for example, if you have obj1 plus obj2 as a member function, obj2 will be argument to your operator function, and obj1 will be the invoking object of that function. And when you are overloading it as a global function, then both the arguments both the operands will be become arguments to your operator plus function. So generally we will be updating the values like for even plus or minus. When you are overloading, we are doing the summation of your private members, right? So when you are overloading the operator function as a global function, make sure that you are making this function as friend to your class if you are trying to do some modification to the private members of that class. Okay, so for this before going to the next session, make sure you'll go through this friend functions for the better understanding. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked this video.